Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Your Product Is. We are going to review for you today the Motorola S10 HD, and this is a wireless Bluetooth headphone that is a great headphone, and we're going to give it a review in just a second. Let's unbox it and see what we have to work with. Now, packaging wise, you may be looking at this package and you may say it's different than the one that you have or the one that you're going to get. I've seen it in a long box. I've also seen it in a short box. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you stick around for this video because we're going to do something a little bit different that nobody else has done in the other reviews, and that is put it actually on our head and see what it looks like. A lot of people out there reviewing them, they're just holding them in their hands. You want to see what they look like on your head. So stick around, you're going to want to see that. Let's open up the box, see what we have to work with. First and foremost, what you're going to have is obviously the headphones. Quick walkthrough of the headphones because you probably already know what it does. On and off button on the back right there. You click it once, it's going to flash blue trying to pair with your device. Now, these can only pair with one device at a time. If you're going to want to pair with your iPhone and your computer, it doesn't work. If you want to pair it with your computer and your iPhone, it doesn't work. If you figured out a new way to do that, please comment on this video because I would love to know how to pair this to two devices, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that. So you can pair to one, and then you have to forget the device, and then you have to go and pair it to the other one. So that's the first thing. So on and off button right there, pretty thick little back. Talk about that in a second. Right here is the port that you plug in, plugs into the wall, so you're good there. Then you have two headphones, obviously, right and left, and this is going to sit as this Motorola one. This Motorola little emblem right here is going to sit face up, so you always know obviously which one is right or left. You have a couple controls on the side. You're going to have volume increase, volume decrease, and then you're going to have the phone on there, the phone option. I'll talk about that in a second. Next track, previous track, and then play and pause is on the other side. So that's right and left. And then you have these little white things, which are your actual ear plugs, pieces, whatever you want to call them, that go on there. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for just a second, show you what everything else is in the box, and then I'm going to show you what they're like on. So stay with us. In the box, you got the manual. Nobody reads this. Who cares? You got the cord, pretty long cord, which is pretty nice if you want the truth. It'll go a good distance, but you know, a lot of times they're going to be sitting next to you, or you're not going to need it while it's charging. It doesn't take that long to charge. Plugged it in the other night. It had some juice left in it, but not that bad of a charge time for it. And then you're going to have 4 sets of these little things. Now, let's review this product, okay? First thing that you're going to notice when you review it is it's going to take a second to get used to. Now, what I'm saying is I have nothing on my head, I have no hat, have no sunglasses on, and so that's okay. But when you stick it on your head, okay, you're going to put it on like this, it's going to go over top. Again, that Motorola emblem is going to go face up, and then you're going to have in your right and left, you're going to have to kind of shake these in, okay, to get them in. And then what I noticed was, I don't know if it's my ears or if they're small or what, but I kind of have to play with my ears a little bit to get them to kind of sit right against there. So if you'll see that, like the tip of my ear is sitting pretty flush with that. And I've tried going back here and I've tried going up or whatever, but what I've noticed is that's essentially how it sits. Now it's snug, which is okay, but when I look at it, when I feel it, I mean, I can definitely feel my ear sitting right here at the top. So that's important to note, first of all. Second of all is, you know, those little earpieces, these little white earpieces that sit in there, clear earpieces or whatever, those that actually sit in your ears, the one that first comes on it is going to be, the clear one that comes on it is going to be really, really big. And I'm still trying to figure out which one of those is actually going to be the right earpiece for that. So it's going to take some time to figure out. And I mean, your ears might hurt, and it really takes a considerable amount of time to get used to this, okay, as it sits on your head. Now, I work out about 6 days days a week, and so I'm in the gym a lot. I love to wear a 5950 hat in the gym or a flex fit hat. If I'm wearing a 5950 hat, some of mine are a little big, so they go kind of over my ears, which is nice because it keeps these a little bit snug. If I got a hat that's not like a 5950 or a fitted hat, or maybe like a flex fit hat that's a little tighter, you're gonna have to wear it a little bit higher, because obviously this little black piece is gonna hit. Okay, so you want to think about that as you're considering this purchase, because that hat's going to fit, pretty much right there, and it's going to sit on there. So if you like to wear your hats low, you might not have that opportunity, or you're going to have to go behind these. And if you go behind these earplugs or these earphones, that's going to change, obviously, the fit. Okay. Now, when I'm in the gym, obviously, I'm not wearing any sunglasses, but if you were to wear sunglasses, I was thinking about this because I'm also a runner. If I was wearing sunglasses, it's totally going to change this. Let me grab my sunglasses and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so if I put my sunglasses on, if you notice, see how high up my sunglasses sit with this headphone? You're gonna want to think about that when you're purchasing it, because it can't sit down. It can't sit underneath of it because it's too tight of a fit. Now, if you had like an aviator style sunglass, it might go underneath that, but for right now, you're kind of stuck. Okay, you got nothing to do there. So you don't wear hats, you don't wear sunglasses, you might be okay. If you wear hats, like something like that, it's hard telling depending on your hat if these are really going to be a nice fit for you, because they go over the ear instead of like the iPhone, which goes under the ear and comes down. Now, I love it though because there's no cord. So when I'm in the gym, I don't have any cord. I can keep my phone wherever I want to keep my phone, and I don't have to worry about having that cord run. A lot of people have asked about this back. Well, okay, if we look at the back, we understand that the back is pretty thick. Now, this is all right if I just have a shirt on like I have on right now. But something to consider in the purchase is, if you're going to wear these outside of the gym, or when you don't have like or if you have something different like a t-shirt on, like say for example like a collared shirt, or say you have a coat. I wear a coat that has kind of a high collar to it. If I got a high collared coat, this thing's gonna rub against the back of it. It's gonna cause it to sit a little funny. If it sits a little funny, okay, so let's say for example I got this on and I got my coat on, which has got a high collar to it, it's going to push those headphones up and it's going to push them down. And what's going to happen is that headphone's going to move a little bit on you as you have a coat on. So I don't know if that's going to bother you or not, but it's definitely something to think about when you purchase an over-the-ear headphone. It's going to mess up how you wear a hat. It's going to mess up if you wear sunglasses, or even if you wear regular glasses. I mean, if you had regular glasses on, I don't know, it could totally affect kind of the fit of this headphone. If I got a coat on, that's something that's going to affect it, because obviously it's sitting on my neck. Doesn't affect me at all when I'm lifting. I have no problem when I'm lifting, so not real worried about that. But let's tell you how your product is. Your product, Motorola, I love it. It doesn't bother me. Hats, glasses, stuff like that doesn't bother me. Love how it pairs. Wish it could pair to a couple of different devices at one time. Charging is great. One thing I did want to hit on real quick is, how does it sound? Now, depending on if you get these right or not, I don't know. With my iPhone, it's a little, it needs the volume needs to come up a little bit. I don't feel like I can turn it up loud enough, and that may be me because I like to listen to my music loud, but I just don't feel like I can make it really, really loud. So there's something to think about as you're looking at the Motorola S10 HD. Great headphone, lots of things to consider, but man, I tell you what, life without a cord is awesome. So hope this review helps you. I'm going to still give it like a shrug. I don't know if it's good or bad. There's great things about it. There's some bad things about it, but I use it on pretty much a daily basis. So hope this helps you. And yeah, we'll see you again for Your Product Is.